anyway, Opster.
By the way, this guy whoever sent this question in has the best PFP I've seen in forever.
Oh yeah.
It's just so silly.
All right, so it's pixelated because I guess the internet service at his beach house isn't great. He's talking about Jim Norton. Now, what he's doing is he's trying to do what all these YouTube channels do, which is he's clipping the stuff himself. He's taking a clip from a saucy part of the video and then putting it at the beginning to catch the attention.
Got to get that Opie and Anthony algorithm.
Right, for 3,000 views.
And then somewhere along the way, he decided he was going to try to take over the entire fucking show.
He even bleeped out fucking.
Rub your nose if the only reason you kept Norton on board was for the fan base and not talent. We'll end with this.
Okay, look, I know you might have thought this was good and everything, what you're about to say, but I wouldn't have uploaded it if the video quality was this bad, right?
We'll end with this. Jimmy stayed on board because he was very, very talented. And I say was. I don't think he's talented anymore. I really don't.
But
I think Jimmy
can't not be talented anymore. That's not how that works. You can not be if you had said I'm not. Yeah, I could say I don't think he's funny anymore.
Yeah,
but you can't say he's not talented because he was funny and he hasn't lost that ability. Yeah. He's just, I don't know. I just hate.
Was great in his element when he was sniping in and out, and then somewhere along the way he decided he was going to try to take over the entire fucking show.
Then why did you do a show with him?
Yeah, why'd you make him partner?
You did it.
And that's exactly what he did. And then he got obsessed with his dumb voices, and he had to squeeze that into everything we did.
That I have to agree
I agree with. Hold
that
on.
I have to agree
We
with.
agree. I actually do agree with him very much so. Yeah, not only that, he's doing cameos for his voices. And don't get me wrong, doing voices is funny sometimes. We do it sometimes on the show. But he is right. When you look back, it's every segment would be Chip Chipperson would be in it, or Uncle Paul, or
it was getting carried away. No, it was really good. And I actually did like the early Chip.
Me too.
When it was just a small bit he did once in a while. It just was like, yeah, it's like fucking, and he would just kill a joke, and everybody would be like, oh. And it was funny because you'd have real heavy hitter comics in a room, and you'd hear them all go, fucking, I hate Chip. Like,
I hate
the only one that loved him was Colin.
Yeah,
Colin Quinn loved Chip.
Did, and I don't think it was good for the Opie and Anthony brand in general. But the reason he stayed around so long was because he was very, very talented, 100%. The list of people, and I would love to name the
man. Why does he always do
fucking haters
like this into what he's saying, bro?
Hey, how come you're spending the summer at your beach house and I never see you with your family?
He's spending it blogging,
but he's never with his family.
But I have relationships.
If you had money and a beach house and a regular house, wouldn't you spend time with your family in the summer? That's the whole point of getting 2 houses and one of them being a beach located one. Is that you go to the summer.
Yeah.
You get the kids outside running around. They're trucking sand all over the house. You're supposed to have a nice little barbecue. He's never doing any of that.
True.
And before people say, well, Opie, you want family as privacy or whatever. Okay, but I understand not posting your kids and stuff in the videos or even to Instagram. But how come there's never any pictures of stuff that you'd be doing with your family that doesn't require OPSEC, right?
Right.
How come there's never an Opie picture on Instagram of meat cooking on a barbecue?
Right.
Right? Or a pool in the background of the barbecue, but there's nobody in it, so it's not pictures of, you know what I mean?
Right,
But it's obviously you're making enough food that there's a gathering and the kids will be there. He just sits around and goes, Anthony, fucking haters.
Exactly.
These people, so I can't do it to them today. But he knows how many times management was trying to get rid of him. And not only did I got to say it for Anthony as well, we stuck up for Jimmy and kept him around. He knows it. Big names, huge names, did not want him part of the Opie and Anthony show. Mm-hmm. And that is a fact. So no, he's stuck around because he was very, very talented, and he did some great stuff for the Opie and Anthony show. It wasn't because of his fan base. We gave him his fan base. I hope he knows that. He was just a nobody from from Jersey that had a couple little credits here and there when we.
Yeah, but you were a nobody too. That
You needed him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like Jimmy's a good person or anything, but that show at its best was when all three of them were there, and that's
agreed. I'm not gonna suck any one of these three assholes' dicks. I'm not, especially Jimmy or Ant. But you're gonna pretend that Jimmy did not round out a show that otherwise would have been you two try hard. Like, you do remember, Ope, when you guys were on NEW, you guys were all wacky. You had your little wacky bits. You guys were still like goofy, wacky guys. You were pretty corny. Jimmy gave you guys an edge that you didn't have before Jimmy came along.
Well, you know what else Jimmy brought? Comics. Jimmy brought comics, and
you wouldn't have had Voss. You wouldn't have had Patrice. You wouldn't have had Louis. You wouldn't have had Burr. You wouldn't have had any of those people coming in. Jim Jeffries,
Ricky Gervais,
Colin Quinn.
Like, there's people there that, again, I'm not. God, I hate that Opie's so hateable that he makes you start defending people that suck.
The golden age, Opie, was when all these comics would come in.
Yeah.
And they all were just fucking hanging out the night before, and they're all still on a roll,
Yeah.
and then they all just click right into ripping on each other while you sat there and shut up. Those were the best episodes.
Yeah.
The episodes where you shut up, and then Burr and Louis C.K. would sit there and just rip each other's souls out for no reason. And then every once in a while, you derail everything and go, hey, let's go to fucking Lady Trucker.
I mean,
Mongo.
All right, hey, what's Cigars and Scotch saying?
Ugh.
He's doing that tiki bar show with those fucking retards.
We met him. And then he was smart with our fan base, and he figured out how to get them all on board on his stuff. And good for him, man.
They were his fan base, too.
They were
though.
also his fan base.
Could you imagine?
This is just the arrogance, the sheer arrogance of him.
That would be like me or you bitching that Frozen has grown to having like his own following of people that love him from this community.
Good.
Like, I'd be like, yeah. If somebody went, don't you feel like he's like siphoning your fans? I'd be like, no, I feel like he's being like a likable dude on mic, which is what he was asked to do, and he's winning people over, which is part of his job, was to win everybody over, and he's part of the thing. If I win some people over and they go, you know what, man, I wasn't a Mersh fan, but now I'm starting to become a Mersh fan. I won you over.
Right.
Doesn't matter what platform I was on when you decided you liked me. I won you over. If you like Royce, he won you over. I didn't, you know.
Yeah. But that's
I'm supposed to be likable.
No, not you.
Everybody hates you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there's factions.
We're changing up the formula.
There's factions, even in the Patreon. There's factions of people that are like, I actually like when Virgie's on. He's pretty funny. And there's the people like, only Frozen should be allowed. And it's a weird, like, this war going on. I think it's pretty funny because both of them are such good friends, and you guys are like trying to pick sides.
Well, it's like people try to do the same thing with us, though.
Yeah.
Well,
be like-
personally, I'm Team Frozen too.
You
I
know-
wish he didn't. I wish he was still here so I could be watching this fucking show instead of being a part of it.
He'd be like, hey man, Royce,
enough.
I tell you what, dude, you're funnier. You're funnier than Merch, man. You'd be a rocket ship if you just
I
got
know, I
rid
get
of
that
that
a lot.
guy.
I get
And
that
then
a
like,
lot.
yeah,
and
people
I'm
always say,
I
you're
don't-
like,
what? No, stop trying this divide and conquer shit. God damn it. And also,
what is this?
but
What
whenever
are we?
they-
Zack Attack? What are
Yeah.
you in my ear? Fucking telling me I don't need the rest of
But-
these. I don't need Screech and the rest of these
Burr
losers.
shut up with dyed blonde hair the other day and a dangly earring, and he
Yes.
was just like Zach Morris from Zack Attack.
I was very angry.
It really made me mad. But then I started going, hey, man, friends forever.
Wasn't it implied that he was doing drugs too?
Yeah,
but
it
they
was
never really.
heavily
But they never
implied.
said
But they
it
never
because
said
it was
it.
a kid
It was
show.
a kid show,
But it
yeah.
was like he's acting like a guy on drugs.
Yeah.
Zach's on fucking drugs, everyone.
They do it all the time, and it's like, and then I always go like, okay, so you're just trying to start shit because we do both have our own show as well. So it's not like one thing is stopping us from doing the other
It's
thing.
not like it's not like I'm doing Nightwave and it's just battering ROTC in
Yeah,
the
I know.
numbers. Like, oh man, I just need to cut the
Fucking
dead
same
weight.
thing with Daywave. Look, our shows do well, but we work well together.
I
And you
will
guys-
declare this though.
Yeah.
The Bad Luck Boys channel is going to end up
Oh, the cat channel's
dominating
gonna beat
everything we've ever done.
I know.
The real stars are going to take over.
I know.